Brace yourselves for the scandal shaking Hollywood to its core. Demi Moore's name is now tangled in a web of secret parties, shocking footage, and allegations that threaten to expose an underground world of A-list deception. Hidden recordings, underage guests, and disturbing whispers. What really happened at these infamous gatherings? As explosive leaks surface, the truth could topple Hollywood's elite. Join us as we uncover the twists, turns, and chilling facts behind this unfolding saga. You won't believe what's coming next. The scandal rocking Hollywood, Demi Moore, Diddy, and the allegations that could change everything. The entertainment world is buzzing with a scandal that could redefine how we view Hollywood's elite. The name at the center of this storm? Demi Moore. Once celebrated as one of the industry's brightest stars, her name is now being linked to shocking allegations involving Sean Diddy Combs, secret parties, and accusations of deeply disturbing behavior. As attorney Tony Busby continues to reveal explosive claims about Diddy's infamous gatherings, Moore's potential connection to these events is drawing significant scrutiny. Let's break down this complex and potentially career-altering saga. Busby's explosive allegations. Attorney Tony Busby, known for his high-profile legal battles, has been dropping bombshells about Diddy's exclusive parties. These weren't just glamorous Hollywood soirees, but allegedly involved underage guests, hidden cameras, and activities far beyond the norms of entertainment industry excess. Busby has hinted at possessing footage that ties several A-list celebrities to these gatherings, including Demi Moore. If this evidence is real, and as incriminating as suggested, it could lead to a massive reckoning within Hollywood. Moore's life, already well documented in the media, is being re-examined in light of these allegations. Her public image, built on decades of successful films and candid personal revelations, is now under threat. How deep do her connections to Diddy's controversial social scene run, and what might these ties reveal about her own past? Demi Moore's past. Through a new lens, Demi Moore has never shied away from discussing the challenges she's faced in life. Her memoir, Inside Out, details a troubled upbringing, struggles with addiction, and a series of traumatic experiences. One particularly harrowing incident involved a betrayal of trust during her youth, which she described as orchestrated by someone close to her. This formative trauma, as revealed in her book, left lasting emotional scars. These revelations now add a layer of complexity to the current story. Fans and critics alike are questioning whether Moore's past experiences might have influenced her choices later in life, including the social circles she moved in. Her presence at several Hollywood events and parties hosted by Diddy, often alongside other A-list stars, is now being scrutinized with renewed intensity. A friendship under the microscope. Demi Moore and Sean Diddy Combs' paths crossed frequently over the years. While their interactions were once dismissed as part of the typical Hollywood social scene, the current allegations cast these encounters in a new light. Moore's friendship with Diddy wasn't seen as particularly noteworthy at the time, but with Busby's claims emerging, these connections are being re-examined. Adding to the intrigue is Moore's relationship history. Her marriage to Ashton Kutcher, marked by a significant age gap, attracted widespread media attention. Kutcher, known for his close friendship with Diddy, often attended his events, which he jokingly credited with keeping their adventures wild. Could Kutcher's ties to Diddy have brought Moore into closer proximity to a darker side of Hollywood than she ever anticipated? The role of Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher's connection to Diddy's social circle is another piece of this unfolding puzzle. Known for his high-energy persona and love of nightlife, Kutcher was frequently seen at Diddy's parties during the height of his career. In interviews, he's hinted at the wild nature of these events, often laughing nervously when asked for specifics. One particular resurfaced interview from 2019 has reignited speculation, as Kutcher dodged direct questions about the parties, fueling rumors that he might know more than he's let on. During their marriage, Moore and Kutcher's open relationship and experimental lifestyle were the subject of tabloid fascination. Moore's memoir reveals that these choices sometimes blurred lines and led to significant trust issues between the couple. Could this openness have made them more susceptible to being drawn into Diddy's infamous gatherings? And if so, how much did Moore truly know about the alleged activities behind closed doors? Revisiting Demi's Hollywood legacy. Demi Moore has long been a symbol of resilience in Hollywood. From her breakout role in St. Elmo's Fire to her iconic performance in Ghost, she became one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Her willingness to break norms and push boundaries, both in her career and personal life, earned her admiration and criticism in equal measure. But this latest scandal threatens to overshadow decades of achievements. In her memoir, Moore candidly discusses her struggles with addiction, revealing how growing up around trauma and substance abuse shaped her life. She recounts saving her mother from an overdose and facing her own battles with sobriety. During her marriage to Kutcher, Moore relapsed after 2 decades of sobriety, influenced, she writes, by the pressure to keep up with his younger lifestyle. This period of her life saw a downward spiral that strained her relationships with her 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Now, with her name tied to Busby's allegations, Moore's family may once again find themselves grappling with the fallout of her choices. The potential impact on her daughters, already witnesses to the challenges of fame and addiction, cannot be understated. The bigger picture: Hollywood's reckoning. Demi Moore's involvement in this scandal, if proven true, is just one piece of a much larger story. Busby's claims point to a systemic issue within Hollywood, where power and influence have shielded individuals from accountability for too long. If the alleged footage does exist, it could implicate not just Moore, but other prominent figures, leading to a seismic shift in the entertainment industry. Diddy's legal troubles are mounting, with allegations of illegal activities, including transporting underage individuals across state lines, potentially leading to severe consequences. As the trial date approaches, the stakes are higher than ever. For Moore, the questions remain. What did she know? What role, if any, did she play? And could her presence at these events have been innocent, or does it hint at something more? What comes next? The unfolding scandal has captivated public attention, with every new detail adding fuel to the fire. For Demi Moore, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her reputation, career, and family legacy are all on the line. As more information emerges, fans and critics alike will continue to dissect her past, her choices, and her connections. One thing is certain: this story is far from over. Whether Moore is a victim of Hollywood's relentless rumor mill or a participant in a much darker narrative, the truth will ultimately come to light. And when it does, it could redefine not only her legacy, but the entire landscape of Hollywood itself. Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and the Diddy scandal, a Hollywood web of intrigue. The entertainment world is no stranger to scandals, but the unfolding allegations against Sean "Diddy" Combs, involving hidden cameras, illicit activities, and Hollywood's elite, have cast a shadow over some of its biggest stars. Among those implicated are Ashton Kutcher and his ex-wife, Demi Moore, whose connections to Diddy have raised eyebrows and prompted questions about their roles in his controversial social circle. As more details emerge, the intertwined histories of these figures reveal a complex tapestry of Hollywood's darker side. Ashton and Mila's controversial support of Danny Masterson. The scandal surrounding Ashton Kutcher began with backlash over his and wife Mila Kunis's character letters, supporting their That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson. Masterson, convicted of multiple counts of rape, was sentenced to 30 years in prison. In their letters, Ashton and Mila sought to highlight the person they had known for 25 years, hoping to influence the judge's sentencing. However, the public's reaction was overwhelmingly negative, with critics accusing the couple of undermining victims' experiences. In response to the backlash, Ashton and Mila released an apology video, stating, "We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson. We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future." Despite their clarification, the damage to their reputations was already done, leading many to question Ashton's judgment and the company he keeps. The Diddy connection, a friendship under fire. As scrutiny over Ashton's associations deepened, his long-standing friendship with Sean "Diddy" Combs became a focal point. The two first crossed paths in 2003 while collaborating on MTV shows, and their bond solidified over the years. In a 2018 appearance on The Late Late Show, Ashton and Diddy reminisced about their friendship, sharing lighthearted anecdotes. Yet the jovial tone of these past interactions is now overshadowed by allegations surrounding Diddy's infamous parties. Federal investigators have reportedly interviewed over 50 individuals connected to Diddy's gatherings. Witness testimonies describe troubling incidents, including the exploitation of vulnerable individuals and underage attendees. Prosecutors claim Diddy used his influence to intimidate and manipulate victims, often under the guise of mentorship or networking opportunities. Adding to the intrigue are Ashton's evasive comments in a resurfaced interview on Hot Ones. When asked about Diddy's parties, Ashton nervously quipped that such stories were his favorite genre of anecdote, but dodged providing details. Fans and critics alike have speculated that Ashton's reluctance to speak openly suggests deeper involvement or knowledge of what transpired at these events. Philanthropy or facade? Questions about Ashton's integrity. Ashton's ties to Diddy have also cast a shadow over his philanthropic efforts, particularly his anti-trafficking organization Thorn. Founded with Demi Moore in 2009, Thorn has reportedly rescued thousands of trafficking victims. Yet skeptical fans have questioned Ashton's sincerity, with some alleging that his public advocacy serves as a cover for more questionable activities. Comments like, "I've always thought that him saving kids was just him hiding what he's really doing," reflect a growing mistrust of celebrity activism in light of personal controversies. In the wake of the backlash, Ashton and Mila stepped down from their roles at Thorn. This move, coupled with Ashton's past controversies, has only amplified public scrutiny. Observers wonder whether Ashton's connections to Diddy and his support for Danny Masterson indicate a pattern of ignoring or excusing problematic behavior in those close to him. Demi Moore's perspective. A tangled web. As Ashton's ex-wife, Demi Moore's name has inevitably been drawn into the conversation. During their marriage, Demi and Ashton's lives intersected with Diddy's social circle, attending events and navigating Hollywood's elite scene. While there is no direct evidence linking Demi to the more nefarious aspects of Diddy's gatherings, her past struggles and public persona make her a figure of interest in this unfolding drama. In her memoir Inside Out, Demi candidly shared her experiences with addiction, trauma, and the challenges of navigating fame. She recounted how her marriage to Ashton introduced new pressures, including a return to substance use after 20 years of sobriety. Demi's vulnerability during this period, combined with Ashton's connections, raises questions about how deeply she may have been entangled in Diddy's world. Jaguar Wright's explosive allegations. Adding fuel to the fire are allegations from singer Jaguar Wright, who has openly criticized Diddy's parties as predatory environments. Jaguar recounted shocking incidents, including claims that young artists were lured with promises of career advancement, only to find themselves in compromising situations. She described one incident involving an attorney who walked in on a disturbing encounter between Diddy and another individual, highlighting the manipulative power dynamics at play. These allegations, coupled with testimonies from other industry insiders, paint a grim picture of Diddy's flavor camp, a supposed mentorship program that insiders liken to a breeding ground for exploitation. Such claims have led many to scrutinize not only Diddy, but also the celebrities who frequented these events, including Ashton Kutcher. A scandal that could shake Hollywood. As federal investigators cast a wide net, subpoenas are reportedly being issued to individuals connected to Diddy's gatherings. Ashton Kutcher's name has been mentioned as a likely recipient, given his long-standing friendship with Diddy. Sources suggest that Ashton has already begun distancing himself from Diddy in light of the allegations, with Mila Kunis urging him to sever ties completely. Meanwhile, the potential fallout extends beyond Ashton. Hollywood insiders speculate that Demi Moore's insights, however indirect, could prove valuable to investigators. As a seasoned figure in the industry, Demi's perspective on the dynamics of Diddy's social scene might shed light on the larger cultural issues at play. The final countdown. The investigation into Diddy's alleged activities is shaping up to be one of Hollywood's most significant scandals. With the Department of Homeland Security and local law enforcement involved, the stakes are high for everyone connected to the case. For Ashton Kutcher, the scrutiny over his friendships and past actions threatens to overshadow his philanthropic work and tarnish his reputation. For Demi Moore, the scandal poses a risk of renewed public attention on her past struggles and choices. As the entertainment world braces for further revelations, the Diddy scandal serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and contradictions of Hollywood's elite. The coming months will likely bring more shocking details to light, challenging the industry's ability to confront its darkest secrets. The mysterious retreat, Diddy's sudden disappearance rumors surrounding hip-hop mogul P. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, have taken a darker turn as the world speculates about his recent actions. Word quickly spread that Diddy made a hasty retreat from his mansion in the midst of a tense situation. Just as authorities, including Homeland Security agents, appeared at his doorstep, Diddy was nowhere to be found. Though the authorities did not lay eyes on him, they did manage to take his sons, Christian and Justin, into custody, further fueling the frenzy. It was heartbreaking for many to imagine that a father would leave his own children in such a precarious situation. Was Diddy planning to escape? Or was there a deeper reason for his absence? The raid, an overuse of force? The situation took another dramatic turn when Homeland Security, a federal agency known for its heavy-handed tactics, arrived to execute a search warrant on Combs's home. The agents stormed in with overwhelming force, as though anticipating a major threat. These kinds of operations are rarely gentle, and the images of heavily armed agents sweeping through Combs's property shocked many. The public was left wondering why authorities had felt the need to roll in with guns blazing. As the raid unfolded, Diddy was nowhere to be seen, and the authorities were tight-lipped about his whereabouts. Homeland Security has a reputation for making a statement with their presence, but in this case, many questioned whether this was necessary. The raid was later criticized by Diddy's legal team, who called the show of force outrageous. In a statement, his attorney condemned the authorities for using military-level force during the execution of the search warrants. According to the attorney, the authorities made an exaggerated display of power, even though Diddy was cooperating with the investigation. This heavy-handed approach seemed to indicate that there was something significant at stake in the investigation. However, Diddy's attorney insisted that the entire ordeal was nothing but a witch hunt, attempting to tarnish the mogul's reputation. While Diddy was not detained, the legal team made it clear that this was a baseless attack, portraying him as an innocent party caught in the crossfire of a much larger, unsubstantiated investigation. The lawsuits, the catalyst for the chaos. To understand the scope of the legal troubles surrounding Diddy, one must first examine the lawsuits that have sparked this chain of events. Several serious allegations have been made against the mogul, and they paint a troubling picture. From accusations of spiked drinks and manipulation to claims of violence and control, the lawsuits have been eye-opening. One of the most prominent lawsuits came from Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who filed a lawsuit accusing him of years of abuse and manipulation. Cassie described Diddy as a vicious and controlling figure who had complete authority over her life. From controlling her finances to dictating her medical records, she claimed that Diddy had a hand in almost every aspect of her existence. She revealed that an MRI scan had shown signs of memory loss, which she attributed to the painkillers Diddy had forced her to take during their tumultuous relationship. Cassie's story, though, goes deeper into darker territory. In 2016, Cassie attempted to break free from Diddy's hold, but things took a violent turn. Their relationship had become a battlefield, and police were called after a heated argument escalated. However, the chaos didn't end there. Allegations surfaced that Diddy had used his wealth and power to manipulate Cassie, isolating her from her friends and family in a bid to maintain control. He reportedly pressured her into unsavory situations with other men for his own twisted pleasure, keeping detailed recordings of these encounters to prevent her from going public. Cassie's efforts to escape the clutches of Diddy were fraught with danger, and even after she broke free, she claimed that he continued to stalk and monitor her every move. For Cassie, the ordeal was a terrifying nightmare, and it seemed that there was no way out from the powerful grip Diddy had on her life. The 1990s allegations, uncovering dark secrets. In addition to Cassie's shocking claims, a new wave of allegations surfaced, pointing to incidents dating back to the early 1990s. An unnamed woman came forward with accusations that both Diddy and R&B singer Aaron Hall mistreated her and her friend. The woman's account suggested that the two men had used their influence to manipulate and abuse her in ways that were both degrading and traumatic. As these accusations piled up, it became increasingly clear that the investigation was not just about a single incident, but about a long history of potential misconduct. The most disturbing revelation came in the form of a lawsuit from a woman who claimed to have been a victim of Diddy's predatory behavior in 2003. This young woman recalled a disturbing night in Diddy's studio, where things quickly spiraled out of control. She was allegedly plied with alcohol, leading to an altered state of mind. As the night wore on, things took an even darker turn, and Diddy reportedly led her to a bathroom, where the situation became even more troubling. The young woman recalled feeling panicked, struggling to breathe as events unfolded, and she was eventually left alone in the bathroom. She managed to escape the situation, eventually making her way back to the airport. The trauma of that night remained with her, and now she is seeking justice for the horrific experience. Lil Rod's lawsuit, seeking revenge and financial gain. Just when it seemed that Diddy's world couldn't get any more complicated, a new player entered the scene: Lil Rod. The rapper has filed a lawsuit seeking a staggering $30 million in damages, accusing Diddy of mistreatment and exploitation. His legal team has been quick to label Diddy's denials as lies, asserting that they have irrefutable evidence proving the accusations to be true. This legal battle is intensifying, with both sides bracing for a drawn-out war in the courts. Lil Rod's case is unique because he claims to have video and audio evidence that substantiates his accusations. These tapes could be the key to revealing the truth behind his allegations, but they also carry the potential to unravel even more secrets about Diddy's personal life and the people involved with him. Hollywood ties, Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and the Diddy connection. As the lawsuits and accusations against Diddy continue to pile up, the drama has expanded beyond his personal circle. The investigation has pulled in Hollywood figures such as Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore, both of whom have a long history with Diddy. These connections have raised eyebrows, especially since the former couple's relationship with Diddy dates back decades. Ashton Kutcher, who has been a close acquaintance of Diddy for years, could potentially face his own set of complications if his name comes up in connection with the tapes or evidence linked to Diddy. The two men have attended parties together, and rumors have swirled about what has transpired behind closed doors. If Kutcher's involvement is revealed, it could expose a much larger web of influence, power, and deceit within the Hollywood elite. Demi Moore, who was married to Kutcher for several years, could also find herself dragged into the mess. If the allegations and evidence against Diddy continue to snowball, Moore's connection to him could bring about even more scrutiny from the media and the public. The calm before the storm? As the storm around Diddy intensifies, it's clear that this is far from the end of the road. The web of accusations, legal battles, and Hollywood connections is only growing more complex by the day. With each new lawsuit, the public's perception of Diddy is shifting, and the pressure is mounting. The once untouchable mogul is now facing the consequences of his actions, and it's unclear how far this drama will go. Whether or not Diddy will be held accountable for his alleged actions remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: his name is forever tied to a scandal that has rocked the entertainment world. The fallout from this saga will likely reverberate through Hollywood for years to come, as the truth behind these allegations continues to come to light.